Hi, I'm Dr. Keith Graham from the School of Teacher Education at National Taiwan Normal University. Welcome to my office hours. It was announced this week in several media outlets that Taiwan's colleges and universities have hit a 5-year high for international students studying in Taiwan. Last academic year, there were a total of 123,188 international students studying in Taiwanese higher education. It was also reported that NTNU, where I serve as a faculty member, had the highest proportion of international students among national universities, with just over 12% of our student population classified as an international student. Translating that into actual numbers, my university reported 7,648 students as international students last year. At the risk of turning this episode into a commercial for NTNU, I want to talk a little bit more about some numbers, particularly those that pertain to English medium instruction, or what is often referred to as simply EMI. At the moment, NTNU has 6 undergraduate EMI programs and 62 graduate EMI programs. The undergraduate programs are spread across 6 of the university's colleges: education, international studies and social sciences, management, liberal arts, science, and sports and recreation. And as for our graduate student programs, well, they're in all 10 of NTNU's colleges. While I'm very proud of NTNU and feel privileged to be among its faculty members, my purpose in today's episode is not advertisement. It's to point out that higher education is changing in Taiwan. Taiwanese senior high students transitioning to higher education in the next few years will be sharing their campus and classes with more international students than generations of the past. They will also likely attend an increasing number of EMI classes to satisfy the requirements of their degree. I often hear people lament that Taiwan doesn't have an English environment, so that makes learning English hard. But as I see it, that's becoming less and less true, at least here at NTNU, and I would guess likely at other universities as well. So our primary and secondary schools are going to have to adapt and prepare our students for this new reality in higher education. And they can do that through bilingual education. Let me discuss some counterarguments that may rise from this discussion. One common one is to raise the question, well, why do we need EMI for international students? The argument goes that if these international students want to study in Taiwan, well, they should learn Mandarin. I understand this point, but I'd counter by saying that there is an assumption here that our international students aren't being encouraged to learn Mandarin, aren't taking Mandarin classes, and aren't participating in courses where Mandarin is the language of instruction. Frankly, I'm not sure that assumption holds true, at least not at NTNU. One reason NTNU may be having success with attracting and retaining international students is that our university has created specific Mandarin language courses to support international students' Mandarin proficiency development. And that also extends to faculty. I've received emails from our university that encourage international faculty to enroll in Mandarin language courses, and they provide us discounts to do so. These actions show that NTNU is actively pursuing a bilingual, not an English-only development plan for both its domestic and international students and faculty. Another argument often presented is that the promotion of English may be hurting the revitalization efforts of local languages. I intend to address this more thoroughly in another episode because there's a lot of validity to that concern, but NTNU is very conscious of this issue as well. The administration not only encourage its faculty to consider offering EMI courses, but they also provide incentives to faculty to open courses in languages such as Taiwanese Hoklo, Hakka, and other indigenous languages. After offering some of these subsidies, there are faculty that have taken the offer and opened such courses. This underscores the importance of primary and secondary schools to not only strengthen their bilingual programs, but also the local language programs as well, because students may have the opportunity to take courses through a local language in addition to courses in Mandarin and English. To wrap up today's episode, any student, parent, or teacher looking for a reason why we need to promote bilingual education in our primary and secondary schools, need to look no further than NTNU for that answer. That's all for today's episode. Thank you for attending my office hours. If you have any questions about this episode, or you'd just like to chat about education in Taiwan, send me an email at kmgraham@ntnu.edu.tw. I'll see you next time.